Good. Welcome, learners, my fellow comrades, in today's discussion. As I promised, that I'm going to simplify mathematics and statistics, and also regards to accounting. So, for those who are new to the channel, just subscribe so that you can get more videos as I continue uploading. In the YouTube, you can find me by the name Mr. M.Patrick, so that we can continue learning together. Good. Today, I want us to focus on arithmetic sequence and geometric progression. Arithmetic sequence and geometric progression. Now, I'll go direct to give our guideline will be a question that will able to identify which is among the two sequence we are going to be given. So from after we have learned about it, we will be able to tell which one is arithmetic and which one is a progression, and also be able to solve. So you can get a question. Let's I always say, more to understand this mathematic units, you have to venture in practical with the question so that you can understand more. So you can have a question that says find the sum of first 10, find the sum of the first 10 terms in the following. Good. So we have been given 1 here. We have been given 1. We have been given 24. We have been given also 12. And we have been given 6. Meaning this equation is progression. You can proceed as continuous. Then the second one, we have been given -3, 11, then 4, -3, 4, then 11. Remember, it is a continuous. So it's up to us to identify from the two which one is a arithmetic sequence and which one is a geometric progression sequence. Good. So I will start with the arithmetic sequence. I'll give you the formula on how to identify the arithmetic sequence. First, if you have been given to find the first 10 terms in the following, like the first one and the second one, and maybe it's you have to find using the formula of arithmetic sequence. So we have first to know the formula for arithmetic sequence, how it is. So I write a solution to this. Solution. Now, formula for arithmetic sequence. For arithmetic sequence is given by Sn. Sn is given by Sn equals to n over 2 in bracket, n over 2 in bracket 2a plus in bracket n minus 1 d, n minus 1 d. Good. Then you can close the bracket. That is the formula for getting either 10 terms, 20 terms. You can get even 100 terms using this formula if underline the word if you have identified either one is arithmetic sequence, then you can adapt this formula. But if it is not arithmetic sequence, I'll show you the geometric sequence and we'll also digest it. Good. Now let us see in this arithmetic sequence, what is n in this regards. N, for this case, n, when we'll be applying here, n is just a matter of number of terms. Number of terms you have been asked. Number of terms. Like for this case, we have been asked to find 10 terms. 10. So where n is, we will replace with 10. Where n is, we are going to replace with 10. Good. What about a in this case? A in this case, learners, I want us to go slow so that we can understand this. A in this case, like for the first values we have been given there, the first one, in first one, A simplified means the first item, the first item, or the first term, the first term, the first term, the first term. In this case, our first term here is what? 24. In 1, our first term is 24. But in 2, our first term is what? Our first term is negative 3. Negative 3. Good. So that is it. What about D? D. D, we normally say is a common difference. Common difference. This is a common difference. This is a common difference. A common difference. If it is a, you have identified it as an arithmetic sequence, then that will be a common difference. So, how do we get a common difference? Now, focus here. A common difference, we normally say you get the second term, you minus the first term. The answer you'll get must be equal to, so the second term, you minus the first term. So the answer here, if it is A, must be equal, the same as, it will be the same as if you take the third term, you minus the second term, you must be getting also A. That when I say A, I mean, it simply means they must be the same. If I get here as 3, here must be 3. That is common difference. And it is common as you go. So there's no either that you'll get, the first one you get 4, the second one you get 6, that one now will tell that is not arithmetic sequence. So that is how we identify the arithmetic, to know if a sequence is arithmetic sequence or if it is not arithmetic sequence. Now, let us see. Is the first one arithmetic sequence? You know? Is the first one arithmetic sequence? Good. So that is how we are going to identify that way. To see if the first one is arithmetic sequence, you will be getting the second item, you minus the first item. The answer you'll get, if it is the same as the third item, you minus the second item, then that is a arithmetic sequence. What about geometric sequence, geometric progression? How do we know that if it is the first one or the second one is a geometric sequence? Now, that one takes us now to the formula of geometric sequence. Geometric sequence. Then we will determine after we have gotten to know the formula. So, how to get the term in case you realize that this was the geometric sequence? Let us now see the formula. Formula for geometric progression. Geometric progression. Geometric progression. So this was part A. We have seen, then part B. Then we go to the solution. Part B. Geometric progression. Geometric progression is very easy also. Very easy. Very easy. Good. Very easy. Very easy in which term? Just simple. Very easy. It will be equals to Sn. That is the number of terms you have been asked. For this n, we have said Sn. If you see n, the number of terms you have been asked to do what? To get. The number of terms you have been asked to get. So Sn is equals to, that is if this we realize the geometric progression. Sn is equals to A in bracket R power n, yes, R power n minus 1. You divide by R minus 1. R minus 1. Good. So you see, now we have to know n in this case we have said this is the number of terms. There's no change. Number of terms. Number of terms. Number of terms. You see, number of terms. Learners, comrades, you see, very easy. A in this case will be the first. The first. The way we did even here. The first here. The first term. The first term. And for this case, in the first one we had 24 as our first term. And the second one, in the second we have negative 3 as our first term. Good. What about now R? R in geometric progression. R in geometric progression. The other one we call it common difference. Common difference. But here we are now calling it what? Common ratio. Common ratio. common ratio. Common ratio. How do you now get common ratio? How do you now get common ratio? Very easy. Common ratio here, to get common ratio, yes, it's just simple. You get the way we were doing. Now here you are taking for the arithmetic sequence, you are getting this minus this. But here you'll be getting 12, you divide by 24. The second one here, now for common ratio, you get the second one, you divide by the first term. The second term, you divide by the first term. The first term. Meaning, the answer, if I get here B, must be equal to, if I take the third term, I divide by the second term. So the answer here must be the same as B. Yes, meaning they must be the same. If I get here 3, must get here 3. So here I'll be taking 12 divided by 2, 24. If I get the answer I'll get must be equal to 6 divided by 12. Very easy. And you see, like, mathematics is flowing. Not that tough, as I've mentioned. Just change the mentality. And just hang on this channel. And you will see your learning is very easy. Good. Now, the task we have remained with is to identify. The first one is this one, the common ratio or the common difference. Let us start now. How now we have to identify if it is common, it is geometric progression or it is arithmetic sequence. It is arithmetic sequence. Good. That is now the task we have. So the first one, let us see. If I get 12 minus 24, 12 minus 24, what do I get? I'll get negative 12. Negative 12. Then 6 minus 12, 6 minus 12, I'll get negative 6. Automatically, that's one tell us, we can see the first one we have negative 12, here we have negative 6. Automatically, this is not arithmetic sequence. So the first one, automatically, it is not arithmetic sequence. Let us see, is it a geometric sequence? Now, this was arithmetic. No, so we have said it is not, the first one is not arithmetic sequence. Let us see, is it geometric sequence, geometric progression sequence? Now, how do we get? We will get, if it is geometric progression, we said you are taking 12, you divide by 24. 12 divided by 24, you get what? You get 1 over 5. You get, here it will be, here 1, here 2. It will be 1 over 2. 1 over 2 or 0.5. Now, good. 6 divided by 12. You get here 1, here 2. Automatically, you see, I said BB, you'll have BB. Here we have 1 over 2, 1 over 2. Meaning that qualifies to be a geometric sequence. So our first sequence is a geometric progression sequence. Geometric progression sequence. So when we are going to find the first 10 terms, we are going to adapt which one? We are going to adapt the geometric progression formula, which I have given you here. Good. Now, what have we remained with now? The second one. So we have closed the chapter of the first one. Now the second one, let us start. Is it a arithmetic sequence? Now get 4, the second one now. So it will be 4, we minus 3. You will get what? 4 minus 3, it will be 7. If you minus, it becomes a positive. So 4 minus 2 will be 4 plus 3. So it is 7. What about 11 minus 4? 11 minus 4 is what? 7. You see? Very easy. Now, we know that the second one is a arithmetic sequence. So when we are going to identify the 10 terms, we are going to adapt the first formula. I think we have understand, and I think it has now sink into our mind. Now the remaining part is now to solve for the 10th term. The 10th term in the sequence. Good. Let us solve for the 10th term in the sequence. Good. Good. The question was, our question was, find the sum. The question was, we find the sum of first 10 terms in the following 10 terms in the following. Good. So the first one we have realized the first one. This one we have said it is 24, then it is 12, then it is 6. Good. And we have said this is a geometric progression. This is a geometric progression sequence. Now, to find the first 10 terms using now geometric progressions formula, because the first thing you have to know is this sequence arithmetic sequence or a geometric, and I've shown you how to identify that. Now, let us now solve. We have this, and we know very well this is a geometric progression sequence. Now, and the formula for geometric progression sequence, we have said it is Sn is equals to A in bracket R power n minus 1. You close the bracket, then R minus 1. Good. So that is the formula for us to get what? To get 10 terms. The sum of the 10 terms. The sum of 10 terms. Good. For this case, n. We have said n in this case will be what? 10. Good. Then A will be what? The first term in that sequence, which is 24. Good. R we have said it's very simple. You get 12 divided by 12. You divide by 24. You have to get the answer. The answer must be the same as 6. You divide by 12, which we have realized here 1, here 2. So it is 1 over 2. The same, it's equals to here 1, here 2, equals to 1 over 2. So our R, in this case, our R is what? 0.5. 1 over 2 is the same as 0.5. 0.5. Now we just go ahead. I will say now the sum of first 10 terms is equals to 24 in bracket R, we have said 0.5. R is 0.5 power n, which is power n is what? Power n we have said 10. So we 10 minus 1. You divide by R, we have said 0.5. You minus 1. Good. So after you've done that, now you substitute. Now you use your calculator. It's very easy. You use your calculator. What will you get? Now, what will you get? You have to get your answer there. You get your answer. Those who have the calculator, it will be very easy now for us to do what? To simplify. Good. Now, I will go ahead. I will start with the ones in the bracket. So I will say 0.5 power 10. I get then minus 1 multiplied by 24. I get it's negative 23. I get the numerator part, I get the negative 23.98. I divide by 0.5 minus 1. It is negative 0.5. Negative 0.5. For me, I have my scientific calculator. Also, you can find scientific calculator and you're good to go. So let's divide now. Negative 23.98. Negative 23.98 divided by negative 0.5. So I will have my answer as my answer as 48. My answer will be 48. So the sum, because here I get 47.96. So when I round off to one decimal place, it will be now what? It will be 40. It will be 48. So the sum of 10 terms is 48. So meaning when you go up to 48, the 10 term, the sum of the 10 term will be what? Will be 48. Will be 48. Good. So that is it. Very simple that way, and you are good to go. Now let us get the second question. Second question, we identify it is the second question was what? Let's have it down. Let us have it down. Let us have it down. So the second one we said was -3, -3, 4, and 11. And we are using the formula for identifying if it is arithmetic sequence. We were able to confirm it is arithmetic sequence. It is arithmetic sequence. And we said the formula for getting the sum of any term you have been asked is just the same as n over 2 in bracket, n over 2 in bracket, 2a plus n minus 1d. Good. So for this case, our n here will be what? 10. Then our a in this case will be what? -3. Then our d, I show you how we get d, common difference. Common difference, I say you get 4 minus 3, the first term, which is 4 minus 3. So minus just the same as 7. So the answer here must be the same as when I take 11 minus 4. So 11 minus 4, which will be 7. So 7, our d becomes 7. Our d becomes 7. Now, you just go ahead now, do what? You now insert in the values in the formula. So it will be the sum of first 10 terms using in that arithmetic sequence. It will be, n here will be 10, you divide by 2, in bracket, 2 multiplied by the first term, which is -3, plus, in bracket, n is 10, minus 1. You multiply outside the bracket, we have 7. And then, yes, we have 7. Good. That way, so it will be what? Now, it will be here, I will have here 5. Then in bracket, I will have -6, plus, here minus this, it will be, in here it will be 9, 7. Good. So 9 multiplied by 7, it will be what? Now it will be 5. In bracket here, it will be -6 plus 9 multiplied by 7. 9 multiplied by 7, you get it is 63. So it will be plus 63. Good. So it will be still in the bracket. Using the body mass, we always say using body mass, solve the ones that in bracket first. So -6 plus -6 plus 63, we will have what? 57. We will have 57. So it will be 5 in bracket 57. Now, after that, it will be now you multiply 5 multiplied by 57. 5 multiplied by 57. It will be what? 5 you multiply by 57. You'll get 285. 285. 285. Meaning the sum of 10 terms in that sequence will be 285. Will be 285. 285. Now this becomes our answer. This becomes our answer. Good. So you see, just step by step, and you score your marks and you make it easy for you. Good. So thank you. I will say, if you have any question now, then you can use the comment section in that YouTube so that I can maybe handle them when we meet in our general discussion, or when I can see in the comment, then I can come and also rectify maybe where you want me to touch. Or if you have anything, just drop in the comment section, because I promised I'm here to simplify this mathematics and either statistics and also accounts. So just share this video also to help others to make their studies and also refer them to this channel. So where you are, I just wish you all the best and may God bless you. Bye-bye.